What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another review video. Big shout out goes out to ISINWHEEL for reaching out to me and asking me to review one of their electric scooters. This is the S Nova Pro model. In this review, I'm going to go over everything there is to know about this electric scooter. I'm going to talk about the specs, I'll do a speed test, a brake test, and I'm going to ride around and talk about the riding experience. There will be chapters down below, so feel free to skip around to whatever part is of interest to you. But first, let's get started with the specs. So this is the ISINWHEEL S Nova Pro electric scooter. It features a 600 watt, 1000 watt peak hub motor in the rear, coupled with a 48 volts, 13 amp hour battery. ISINWHEEL claims that this should give you a range of up to 38 miles depending on riding mode and riding conditions, of course. We have 10-inch by 2.5-inch road tires, coupled with mechanical brakes front and rear with 120mm rotors, as well as electronic ABS. This scooter also features a front arm spring suspension, as well as spring suspension in the rear for a smooth, comfortable ride, a very grippy rubberized deck and footrest. This scooter can fold, of course, for easy transportation and storage. In the front of the scooter we have a built-in headlight that's fairly bright, as well as integrated turn signals in the handles, and in the rear we have a taillight and an active brake light. This scooter also has ambient LED lighting on both sides of the deck. The total weight of this scooter is 60.4 pounds with the max load capacity of 264 pounds, and it is IPX4 rated. And up on the handlebars we have our front brake and our thumb throttle. In the center we have a nice built-in color display, and on the left side we have our rear brake, our on, off and mode selector button, turn signals, and a bell. And that is pretty much it for the specs. Now, as far as the price, this current model goes for $489, which is a pretty decent price already. Seems like a very good value for money, very budget friendly. Is it though? We're going to be testing that. But on top of that, I will have a discount code along with a link that will be down in the description if you're interested in this model. Now, before I do the speed test, just a few things that stand out to me for this price range is the suspension. Very nice suspension, again, for this price range. I really like that, and I really like the grippiness of this deck over here. It's like a rubberized material that's very grippy, and this texture over here, very nice. But anyways, with all that stuff being said, I think it's time to jump into our speed test. Now, before I do the speed test, I want to show you the starting procedure real quick. Very simple. We have an on-off button over here. You just hold that for a few seconds and the scooter will turn on. Now, this scooter has 4 different modes, and you switch between them by double clicking the power button. We have walk mode, as you can see on the screen. We have eco, drive, and sport. For our speed test, I'm going to be testing sport mode. So I got my GPS app open, speed reset. I'll throw that in my pocket just for safety, and let's see how fast this thing can go. Okay, so right off the bat, it's very gradual increase of speed. It's not going to yank you back. Now, this scooter is a kick scooter, so you have to give it a little push in order for the motor to engage. And our scooter is showing 27. It's bouncing between 27 and 28. Now, it's supposed to be going 28 miles an hour, but I'll be honest with you, it's a little bit windy today, so hopefully I'll be able to hit that speed. What do we got? Yeah, it's kind of stuck on 27. I'm just gonna go for a little bit longer just to give my GPS app enough time to catch up, so we can get the best result possible. Okay, I think this should be enough. Let's stop real quick and check our results. Alright, so my phone's GPS is showing 24.7. So not the exact speed of 28. The scooter did show 27. It was pretty much on 27 for the most part, but that speedometer is a little bit off. So about 25 miles an hour is all I'm able to get on the scooter with my weight, which is 160 pounds, and I'm 5'8". So with my body, that's all I'm able to get. Now, it is a little bit windy today, so I'll give the scooter the benefit of the doubt. But anyways, that was our speed test. Now let's do our brake test, and these are mechanical brakes, which means they can be adjusted. These feel very nice right out of the box, but with that being said, I'm making my way up to about 20 miles an hour, and I'm gonna brake in 3, 2, go. Oh, wow. Okay, so from that light pole to where I'm at, we're looking at about 12 to 15 feet or so. So that's the stopping distance from about 20 miles an hour. Now, one thing to keep in mind is these are brand new, so expect better results as they bed themselves in, but that was our brake test. Now let's talk about the scooter itself and the riding experience. The scooter is pretty fun. Now, I'm kind of like reviewing it from the viewpoint of the price, so that's gonna play a big factor in my review, because the price is very tempting, very budget friendly for a 28 mile an hour quote-unquote scooter. Now, I was only able to hit 25, but still it's marketed as 28, and it's rare to see something go that fast for that price point, so that I like. As far as the geometry, feels very nice to me. Those tires are very nice. They are road tires, of course. That's why I'm gonna be skipping the off-road test today. This is not really meant for off-roading, but very agile actually. See how it does over a bump. Oh, very smooth. I'm really liking the response of the throttle. Very nice tune, and the deck itself is fairly comfortable, as well as the handlebar height. Like I said, I'm 5'8". It's like very natural and perfect for me. And as far as the deck goes, I wear size 10, but this shoe is rather large, and the size is, it's okay, it's mediocre. That's something you'd expect from this price range, but it's not uncomfortable. I can still ride on the scooter and have plenty of room. I'm digging that footrest though. Very nice and comfortable, which allows for different stances, and over bumps it feels very nice. As far as the suspension goes, it's really good for this price range. I'm gonna show you what that looks like right now. So check it out. This is what the suspension looks like on this thing. Really nice, and for the price, this is really good suspension. Definitely impressed. Again, I'm looking at this for the price. Now keep in mind, I'm being very extreme on the suspension right now, bouncing on it, and you're never gonna be using it like that, but just to give you an idea of what it's like. Now let's do a little mini hill climb. The GoPro will not show it. It might look flat, but it is a bit of an incline over here. I want to see the motor performance. We are slowing down a bit, but actually no problem. Now don't expect crazy hill climbing performance out of this thing. It's I see it as a city commuter. It will do some hills, some inclines, but nothing too major. Now, one of the features that I personally like is the cruise control. So if I'm holding down the thumb throttle, I believe it's for 10 seconds or so, it automatically enables cruise control, and we'll hear the scooter beep. There it goes, and you can see the logo. Now I can let go of my thumb and the scooter will keep the current speed that I let go on. Very nice, especially for those long hauls. You don't want to constantly be modulating the thumb throttle. Very nice feature to have. I personally like it, and of course it gets disabled as soon as you tap the brakes. Now the scooter itself is very agile, like I said earlier, and pretty zippy. Again, for the price, this is an awesome city commuter on a budget. Very nice. I'm highly impressed. Now the scooter may not be suited for off-road use because of its tires, but it's perfect for places like this, parks, boardwalks, bike lanes, bike paths. Really good. So as far as commuting goes, like I said, this thing is literally perfect. Now one thing that I do want to note is I've been riding for a little bit over 4 miles, and my battery is pretty good still. I only lost 1 bar out of 5 total, so decent range as well. All right, I think this is a good place to kind of sum things up. So what do I think about the ISINWHEEL S Nova Pro electric scooter? Let's do things I like, things I don't like, and is this thing good value for money or not? I'll start with things I like. I like the comfort. I like the power of the motor. It's not going to be the craziest in the world, but it's very nice for commuting. I like the turn signals in the handlebars. Now, when you're riding, there's a good chance someone will see that rather than it being down low like that. So, very good feature, and I like that. I also really like the suspension. Very nice for this price point. And the brakes are okay as well. Now let's do things I don't like, and I always try to find one just so I'm honest with you guys. In this case, in this scenario, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I wasn't able to hit the advertised speed. Now I know that when it comes down to speed, there's a lot of factors that come into play. Rider weight, PSI in the tires, weather, road conditions, all kinds of things, but I wish I was able to hit the 28 miles an hour. If I was able to hit the 28 miles an hour, this would have been perfect for me. Now, you might be able to hit that. As I mentioned earlier, I'm 160 pounds, 5'8". That's all I was able to hit on this particular day. So if anybody else can hit a higher top speed, very good. But with all that stuff being said, do I think this is good value for money or not? For everything that you're getting here and the components and stuff for $489, that is absolutely crazy. And that is without my discount. When you add my discount on top of that, oh my god, it is an excellent value for money, especially for a budget city commuter. Very good. Now I'm pretty sure I was able to go over everything there is to know about this electric scooter, but in case I missed anything, please leave it in the comment section and I will do my best to answer. Also, what do you guys think about this electric scooter? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below. This has been the ISINWHEEL S Nova Pro electric scooter review. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.